God, there's so many people.
Elizabeth, what are you doing? There are so many people here. We have our esteemed judges and obviously our beloved Christites.
Yeah, duh, I know. But what are you doing here?
I am your co-host for this event.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah, what did you think?
Oh, so then let's start with the event.
Sure.
A very good afternoon to you all. I, Elizabeth Advika Eugene,
And I, Anirudh Ganguly.
take pleasure in welcoming each one of you for the theme dance Darpan 2023.
I would also like to take this opportunity to welcome our distinguished guests, our judges, faculty members, and obviously our dear Christites.
We dance for laughter, we dance for the tears, we dance for madness, we dance for fears, we dance for hopes, we dance for screams. We are the dancers, we create the dreams. With this, let us take a moment to introduce the judges for this event.
We welcome as our first judge, Mrs. Preeti Sondar. Always a learner with passion for excellence in performance, Mrs. Preeti Sondar was born on February 2nd, 1992, Vidushi. Ma'am took to her classical art of Bharatanatyam at the tender age of 4 years. Ma'am has had the opportunity of presenting several public programs featured in TEDx Mysore, International Sahaja Yoga Seminar, Cabela, Ligur, Italy, public performance at Nantes, France, and many other prestigious forums in and around India. Ma'am has had the privilege of getting the knowledge of talas and nattuvangam under the tutelage of renowned mridangist Vidwan Sri N. Narayana Swami and Karnataka Kalashri Guru Sri Kiran Subramaniam. Ma'am and the Institute Natarang School of Dance is a certified member of the International Council for Dance, CID, UNESCO, France. She is a member of the National Classical Dance Academy. Ma'am is currently the Maharashtra State Chair for the G100 Arts Leadership and Film Swing. Recently, Ma'am also came as the first runner-up in the Mrs. India Karnataka 2023. We are honored to have you with us today, Ma'am.
We also have among us Dr. Tony, a medical graduate. Sir's initial training in Bharatanatyam was under Guru Sita, and starting at a very young age, Sir went on to complete the dance exams under the Karnataka board. Further, Sir did a diploma in movement art and mixed media from the internationally acclaimed Atakalari Dance Company. Sir also has a diploma in Bharatanatyam from Alliance University and a master's in fine arts from Shastra University under the guidance of Dr. Padma Subramaniam. Dr. Tony is a disciple of Guru Chitra Chandrasekhar Dasarthi and is a principal dancer of the Vyuti Dance Company and Amaya Repertory. Sir has also worked with Sanjali Odissi Dance Repertory and has worked with the Atakalari Dance Repertory, during which Sir worked in films like Wazir, Uttama Villain. As part of the ICCR cultural exchange programs, Sir has traveled to Morocco, Senegal, and Malawi and performed at the Republic Day celebrations. Sir was recently awarded the Yuvakala Prashasti conferred by Sri Devi Nritya Kendra. Sir continues to perform, teach, and learn dance. We are delighted to have you with us, Sir.
As our third judge, we have Kumari Tejaswini Raj. Ma'am is a disciple of Karnataka Kalashri Guru Sri Satyanarayana Raju and has been learning Bharatanatyam for 15 years under her guru. Ma'am completed her Arangetram in November 2015 and has performed at various festivals across India, such as Mysore Dashera Utsava 2022, Delhi International Arts Festival 2022, Dharmasthala Lakshadweepotsava 2020. Ma'am's international performances include Domestic Violence Against Women, Men and Children, London, UK, Diwali celebrations at Brent Indian Association, London, UK, Balaji Temple, Bridgewater in New Jersey, USA. Ma'am has also participated and won accolades in various dance competitions of international recognition. Few of them are, Ma'am received the first place in Senior Kirthanam category in Cleveland, Tyagaraja Aradhana 2018 USA. Ma'am received the first place in the Senior Varnam category in Cleveland, Tyagaraja Aradhana 2018 USA. Ma'am has also received the Special Mention Award in New Jersey Sangatham 2018. Ma'am has completed her senior grade examination in Bharatnatyam conducted by Karnataka Secondary Education Board with distinction. Ma'am has also attended workshops under eminent artists like Padma Shri, Srimati Chitra Visweswaran, Srimati Yamini Krishnamurthy, Dr. Lalita Srinivasan, Srimati Priya Murle, Dr. Saundarya Srivatsa, and Srimati Suma Krishnamurthy. With the constant encouragement of her parents and the blessings of her guru, Ma'am continues her training in dance under her guru with utmost passion and dedication, and also trains young students at her institute. We are honored to have you here with us, Ma'am. Elizabeth, before we move forward, are you sure we are hosting the right crowd?
Yeah, why do you ask?
I mean, I don't see the enthusiasm at all.
Audience, let's prove Aniruddha wrong. How's the Josh?
This is what I'm talking about.
For the first performance of the day, we have slot number 1, Team Vihar.
Yin and yang is nature and nurture. It's the truth of the universe, of how we deal with life and coexist, of how we love and we hate, wars and peace. Both the dark and the light forces are born within us and outside of us. This dance is a journey towards obtaining balance between the two forces. Here is Team Vihar giving us an important message of eventually finding balance, a balance of all those inner voices, of conflict to love and to care. Team Vihar presents Yin and Yang.
Thank you so much for that eye-catching performance, judges. Please note that was slot number 1, Team Vihar. Next up, we have slot number 2, Team Lokya.
When humanity is willing to exhale their last breath for their dream of concrete skies and the sound of axes echoing through empty jungles becomes the anthem of growth, then the only future left is one that's gasping for breath. Towering ambitions and the desire for development comes at the cost of survival. We, Team Lockyer, bring you Breathe, an inevitable tale of human greed. Our theme is a reminder that the balance between progress and preservation hinges on the air we share, the breath we take. So sit tight and remember to breathe.
Thank you for that spectacular performance. Judges, please take a note. That was slot number 2, Lokya. Next up, we have slot number 3, Team Chuvadu.
Manipur, a state known for its beauty, now cries out in need of help, while the nation watches as spectators. This silence fuels the torment of the survivors and emboldens the perpetrators. In a world where women were once treated as God, are now a means to execute this heinous act, Team Chuvara presents to you Blindside, a piece to break through the silence and unveil the shadow of the harsh reality.
Thank you so much for that splendid performance. Judges, please note that was slot number 3, Chuvaru. Up next, we have slot number 4, Team Azad.
From the midnight hour of India's tryst with destiny, we gather here tonight to pay homage to the indomitable spirit of our freedom struggle. In the pages of history, we find stories that echo the cries of those who dared to dream, dared to resist, and dared to fight for the freedom that we hold dear today. As we delve into the annals of history, here we invoke the spirit of the valiant souls who rose from different corners of our land. Uddam Singh, the avenger of Jallianwala Bagh, Alluri Sita Ramaraju, a warrior who rallied the forests of Andhra, Tirupur Kumaran, the epitome of sacrifice, and Rani Chennamma of Kittur, a queen who raised her voice against the British. Today, let us not merely be spectators, but participants in this journey through time, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, into that heaven of freedom. My Father, let my country awake.
Thank you for that wonderful performance. Judges, please note that was slot number 4, Azad. Next up, we have slot number 5, Dhwani.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope all of you are doing great. Because I don't think if I am. This pressure of standing here with all these thoughts, and I even have to dance right now. I think I overate and my stomach feels funny. My palms are sweating, my costume's tight, and I also wonder if my parents are even proud of me. Do you think I should have played cricket instead? Are we going to perform well today? Is the audience going to be able to relate to the story? Will the audience be bored? Are you guys already bored? I was thinking, you know what's fun? Maybe nothing. Or what do I know? Maybe I do. It's difficult to explain what's going on in my head right now. My friends tell me I overthink and stress myself out, but they do the same. Okay, we Team Dhwani present identified as an overthinker.
That was indeed a wonderful performance. Judges, please know that was slot number 5, Team Dhwani. Next up, we have slot number 6, Team Nayana.
A world filled with light, but a shadow looms in the back. All that remained in the world was dead bodies that died either sinning or as a consequence of ones who did. Times turn dark and humankind is ceasing to exist. But then there's a hope that may emerge from within somewhere. A savior to bring light to the dark world that it has become. Corpses piled up, and a hand breathed in between. Bodies roll, and the chosen ones emerge, ready to take up the new world. But how did we get here? The clock rewinds, the crowd erupts, a world turning more wicked by the day. Humans have given in to the darkness. All that remains is chaos that ensues. Evil and good luck haunts, and the light now remains buried in the dark. Corpses piled up, and a hand breathes in between. Would we forever be stuck in a loop, or is there a way out? Team Nana presenting to you Kalki.
Thank you for that enthralling performance. Judges, please note that was slot number 6, Nayana. Next up, we have slot number 7, Kalarka.
Team Kalarka presents a journey into a woman's life, the unchosen ending. Staring into the flames of Sati that currently envelop her, a society that pushes her to sacrifice themselves into the burning blaze, she is reminded of her past, a playful, a youth filled with playful memories and a budding romance with her husband. And finally, the heartbreaking separation from her lover due to war that ultimately leads her back to the present, where she walks into the flames. But much like the metaphorical phoenix, she emerges from the ashes as an empowered woman.
ka di mi dum ka ta ka dum ta dum ka di dum ka ta ka di dum ka ta ka dum ta dum di dum ka ta ka di mi dum.
That was indeed a breathtaking performance. Judges, please note that was slot number 7, Team Kalarka. Up next, we have slot number 8, Team Adrishta.
The bond of a family is like no other. A child can make countless mistakes, but a parent will always forgive. As parents age and become more dependent, their children often fail to provide the support and care that is needed. Irrespective of that, a parent will never treat their child differently. This piece is dedicated to all those parents who have provided everything and more to their children but did not receive the love back. To all the parents out there who have sacrificed for the children, we respect you.
Hey! Hey, 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 bow, 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 bow. Hey, hey, bow, 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 bow. Hey, hey, bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Oh, tip it up, 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 tip up, tip up, tip up. So, baby, don't baby, baby, baby.
Thank you for that delightful performance. Judges, please note that was slot number 8, Adrishta. Next up, we have slot number 9, Atish.
Welcome to our mesmerizing dance team, poised to unveil a captivating performance that delves deep in the very question. With each graceful sway and dynamic formation, we invite you to ponder what is the language of fear and how does it manifest in our physicality? Does it make our palms sweaty? Does it increase our palpitations? Does it make us scared? Can organized chaos become a canvas? Let us see together.
That was indeed a mesmerizing performance. Judges, please note that was slot number 9, Team Atish. Last, we have slot number 10, the butterfly effect.
Within the ebb and flow of existence, brilliance materializes through music, catching us unaware and driving us into movement. Music, a fusion of precision and spontaneity, becomes the universal language that defies boundaries, complementing the boundless spirit of human creativity. Yet, the demands of contemporary life can be a hurdle in this connection, momentarily seizing our artistic essence. As we navigate the world's currents, the artistic spirit finds its rhythm once again in the most unexpected moments. As a celebration of the human capacity for innovation, the butterfly effect presents Genius Unbound. Thank you for that captivating performance. Judges, please note that was slot number 10, the butterfly effect. With this, we have reached the end of this spectacular event, and I thank all teams for their exceptional performances. I can see the energy roar up in enthusiasm. The results for the theme dance will be announced after the non-theme dance event. Thank you, judges, for spending time with us today. We hope you enjoyed all that the students fantastically offered.
The true beauty of dance is that it connects individuals. Thank you all for being a part of today's event. Here's to discovering and inspiring the dance enthusiasts in you. We now will have a short break. Please join us for the non-theme dance Darpan 2023, which will begin in a while. Thank you once again, and we hope this event was as memorable for you as it was for us. This is Anirudh Ganguly.
And this is Elizabeth Advika Eugen
Signing off. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Looks like we didn't quite sign off yet. And now, for the moment you all have been waiting for, with bated breath, gnawing away at the remnants of your fingernails, the final results for the Darpan Indian Classical and Theme Dance. Before we announce the results, we would like to congratulate each of you for turning up today and setting the stage on fire. Can we please have a huge round of applause for all the participants for today? I now kindly request the judges to join us on stage and announce the results.
Check. I'm just checking the time. Good afternoon to everybody assembled here. It feels great to be back, and I address you as fellow Christites because I was one too. I'm alumni of Christ Junior College. As much as your heart is beating, so is mine, because I've been there, I've been here too. And now I think this kind of life is coming a full circle. I'm back here and getting to be on that hot seat and the hot seat here. Ma'am is smiling. Ma'am knows all about me. So before we get into the results, yes, we will be announcing the classical and the theme results. I full well acknowledge everybody who's participated today. Hats off to all of you. I know the amount of work that goes into putting up a show like this, the hard work, the sweat, the yelling, the fighting, the scheduling, all of that, the early mornings or the late nights and all of that, and the money that goes into it as well, all of it, every aspect. Please know that what I'm going to say henceforth is coming from a place of pure love and respect for Christ, because being in Christ and of Christ, Christ sets the standard for the calendar year of Inter-College Fest, inside Bangalore, outside of Bangalore, everywhere. So everybody looks up to Christ for, oh, arey yaar, what is coming up from Christ this year? And hence to just enhance a few things on that front. Coming to classical, now what I strongly believe is we don't have to overcrowd movements. Like in a Tala cycle of 32, you don't have to do 64. You can keep it at 32 or even 8. But cleanliness in the dancing is extremely important. And as you realize, classical dance requires a lot of jewelry and adjusting of the flowers and earrings and all of that. You know, what you guys can do is before you go on stage, just look up each other. Is it safe here? Is it safely tucked in here? All of that. Because we really nearly avoided a mishap on stage where somebody's toe fell off and we had this pointy thing sticking up there. Thankfully, the dancer was smart enough, so she negotiated that and went around it. So that we can keep in mind. And guys, there is no compromise on the otherwise in classical dance. You can crowd it as much as you want, but every movement needs the finishing, needs the cleanliness that your choreographer or your guru expects out of you. Short and sweet. Coming to theme. Not everything is already gloom and doom yet. We reached the moon. There is hope. There are things coming up, lined up for us. So, yes, we do take up sensitive themes. I'm glad we are talking about it. But also think about the sensitivity with which we address these issues. art is a medium to bring awareness to everybody. That is why it was created in the first place. But also, if we can come up with a little more sensitivity, a little more layering, and possibly solutions, yes, the oxygen is depleting. So even choreographically, as choreographers or as dancers, yes, the oxygen level is depleting. Would your movements be as vigorous or aerobic like when the oxygen lungs is full of oxygen? There will be a certain depreciation in the quality of the dancing, right? Or if Kalki is on the stage, yes, it's all gore and that, but Kalki also, you can interpret Kalki in a different way also. You know, certain sensitivity you can bring in when you depict theme. And when it came to the team that addressed the geriatric population, now, if my old age is anything like that, hallelujah, I'm saved. I would love to be locking, popping, and twerking. But do our geriatric people do that? Like, really, no. I'm a doctor myself, so I deal with geriatric patients in and inside out. The problems are wide and vast. So when we take up our themes, a little more sensitivity, a little more understanding, and a lot of common sense, I think will help us go a long way. On that note, I wrap up my general feedback. Please, this is a disclaimer. I love Christ, and I just want the best. Right? Thank you.
Good afternoon. This is my first time at Christ, and I've always heard about Christ University being the star of every event in Bangalore that happens. So this was my first experience of seeing this firsthand, and I just want to say a huge round of applause for each one of you who've participated today. The amount of efforts, the amount of thoughts, the ideas, the choreography, each aspect was thought through so well. And congratulations on that. You really put us in a very, very tough spot. And I was warned by my co-judges while walking in saying, the competition is very intense here. And I think I got a taste of it only when I sat there. I said, what have I done? Okay. So when it comes to classical dance, I felt like there could be a little bit more balance in terms of balancing the nritta and the abhinaya aspects that we normally, do. These are things that we look for, and we felt like, personally, I felt like these stories could be depicted a little bit more in character, in a way where it's complete, like the whole story gets completed. There were certain parts which felt incomplete, and then we moved on to nritta. So see how the choreography is blending in with the music. At the end of it, it should look like it's complete, and that's my view. With the theme dance, there were some very different and very new topics and themes that were explored, so kudos to that. But again, like you said, little sensitive about the characters that you're depicting. Put yourself in the shoes of the characters and just think about life from that perspective, and then start pacing your choreography and your execution. So that's just my 2 cents from this. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I know it's post-lunch or lunchtime, but I think you really need energy. You're going to have a non-theme event that's going to happen. So good afternoon, guys. No, some more energy. Good afternoon. And from the balcony as well. Thank you. So, yes, as Mr. Tony mentioned, it is surely a wonderful experience being on this side of the stage, being alumni of the institution. And definitely, we had a wonderful time. Firstly, congratulations and hats off to all the teams who were on stage today. You guys really deserve a big round of applause. And it's really fascinating to see the talent of Christ growing by leaps and bounds. It's just amazing to see this kind of talent. So I think most of the suggestions and feedbacks were shared by both my co-judges. And I absolutely agree with all of that they have said. Yes, when it comes to classical, it's very important to not complicate things too much. Even simplicity is not bad. You know, actually, a lot of times simplicity works a lot better than doing a lot of complex movements, a lot of complex jatis and things like that. But there were few teams which really did a very good job, and yes, we were all in a very difficult phase to place the teams. Theme, yes, like the other two judges said, you should definitely work on the themes. If you're trying to portray a modern topic, think whether it is really being portrayed in the right sense. Because like Mr. Tony mentioned, old age and dancing with that kind of a pace in reality does not happen. So when it comes to theme, it is more a real sense. There were a few themes which were very, very amazingly portrayed, and we truly had goosebumps. Few themes even put us, you know, in a state of like, okay, speechless. So overall, well done. I don't want to talk much because they've already spoken, and that's all that we have discussed. So all the best to all the teams, and congratulations once again. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go from the bottom to the top. So we have the classical first.
In fourth place, which is a consolation prize, we have Team Nayana.
The third place, we have Team Tal.
In second place, we have Team Dhwani.
Okay, the most awaited. Any guesses for the first place? Louder? Okay,
got
all
that.
different names. Okay, the first place goes to Team Kalarka. Congratulations to all the teams and all the best.
For the theme dance, in consolation prize, we couldn't choose between two teams. So we have two teams in the fourth place. Team Adrishta.
And Team Laukya.
In the third place, we have Team Chuvadu.
Now, before we go to the second and the first place, let me say it was a close fight even between us. We like, know this, know that, know that. Okay, let's do the total. Okay, let's talk about it. So it was really close. Guys, you both were fantastic. Okay.
So the second place goes to Team Dhwani. First place we'll announce together. Yeah. Okay, any guesses for first place? The first place goes to Team Butterfly Effect. Congratulations to all the teams and all the best. And on behalf of all three of us, thank you to the management, all fathers, and Prabhan sir for having us here. We really had a wonderful time. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
For your words of wisdom. Congratulations to all winners and participants. Hats off to your effort and teamwork. Now, we would begin with the non-theme event.
So lastly, I, Anirudh Ganguly,
And I, Elizabeth Advika Eugene.
signing off as your MCs. Thank you.